What's up, YouTube? This is Third Time from A Co-op, and I want to thank you for joining me here today. As I do a video in response to, you know what? I really hate having to do videos like this where I have to defend my actions, or defend what I do. And that's just the way of the world today. People complain about everything, but I'm defending my actions and the way I have my nerf button set up and how I use this character. People have been saying that if you're playing an Ironbreaker and you're not building up all your grudges before you use your resource spinners or your mechanic spinners, you're playing the character wrong. I disagree, and people always want to. This is what kills me about it. People always want to tell you you're playing your character wrong, you're not doing it right, and yet offer no advice on how to play better. You're playing it wrong. And it's mostly because, a lot of times these are because the person didn't get a guard that felt they should have got a guard because they're just God's gift to whatever you're doing, or they didn't get a heal and all heals should be focused to keep them alive because, they're the best, they're the reason why the tide is going to change. So, I had someone get on and was like, oh, you're playing, you're horrible, you're not maxing out your expenditures, so you're actually a detriment to the group and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, well, here's the thing. If you look at this, say this inspiring attack. Okay, that does increase with, grudges. It increases my willpower. It makes me a lot more resistant to attacks. Granted, doing it at 100 grudges will give me 132 willpower. It's much more beneficial than doing it at, say, 25 grudges. However, when you want to get your grudges and you get your buffs put on you as quickly as possible, as soon as you have enough resources, I feel you should spend them. Now, this is just solo playing. It's going to be different when you have an oath friend and when you have where's the tactic? You have let me throw this on here. You have actually no. Let me go ahead and do this. And then change this. And we'll make this one like this. Excuse me. I just had my morning coffee. It was good. Alright. Where's it at? Where's it at? Oh, no, wrong thing. Okay. Yeah. When you get rising anger, when you hit, you're going to get 5 extra grudges. So, that's going to be a little bit different. But at lower levels, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm just going to use grudging blow and build up my grudges. Watch how slowly I build up my grudges. Not a whole lot going on. I have no buffs on me or anything. I got 35 grudges at the end of that fight. Okay, I'm gonna wait till my grudges disappear. Wait till all this dissipates, and then I'll go back in and I'm gonna use my nerf button set up. And granted, I won't have a lot of let me see something really quick. Just wanted to bonding grudge. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it just affects the dot. And one of the reasons why I play like this is because I'm not a DPS, so I don't worry about having max binding grudges. It does 420 damage over 10 seconds. I don't care if I do 420 damage over 10 seconds. All I care about is keeping up that 40% run debuff speed because I'm not trying to DPS down anything. So I don't need to have max amount of grudges before I use this. Let's go ahead and show you this right here. Oh, 2 of them. Oh, look at that. I'm already getting my buffs put on me. At the end of that fight, I'm not doing anything. I have that shield in there. I have an ability in there I was toying with. I forgot the shield swipe one. But anyways, regardless, I'm getting my buffs up, keeping all my stuff on the mob, and at the end of that fight, you know what? Let me do a solo fight. That's kind of unfair. That would be a little disingenuous to do that. And I'm gonna go over here where I know there's like solo trolls. But it would be a little bit disingenuous for what we're doing if I was to be like, yeah, see, it's the same. But when I fought 2 trolls that time. Alright, so we'll fight this guy. Let's see. Here, more slow. Already, look at that. Seconds into the fight, I got my 3 buffs on myself, or on my defensive target. So at the end of that fight, I ended up with 20 grudges, but I had my 3 buffs. Now, when you have the other, if I was to run in and just do, say, let's go ahead and put, let's go put Inspired Attack on too. So I'm going to go in here and try to build this up and use Inspired Attack. I mean, when you're solo, I believe I need to get it past 25 grudges. Okay. So, the mob's already dead by the time I get my first debuff on, or my first buff on me. That is no good for a DPS, or for a tanking Ironbreaker. That's no good at all. You want to get your buffs put on your character as quickly as possible. And I have people telling me that's incorrect, that's wrong. I shouldn't be playing that way. I should be building up my grudges before expending them. I could see if I was running with a two-hander, because if I was running with a two-hander, there would be a lot of things that I would not have on there. In a two-hander, excuse me. I apologize about that. But for my two-hander, I would definitely want to be building up my grudges before I expend it in, because it's about the damage. If I'm two-handed, I'm going to be focusing on damage. So I'm going to be, let's see, two-hander, I'm not going to be worried about, actually I think, I'm going to try it with this, because I haven't tried, but then again, that wasn't my focus. I was doing PvP, and I wanted to see how this shield strike being incorporated in there, how that was going to work. And I know this is my DPS helmet for now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so for a, let's see. As for DPS, you know what? I honestly, if I was gonna go DPS, I probably wouldn't even use, a full nerf button rotation. I would probably have, if I was going to set it up for DPS, I would maximize it to where I was hitting and I wasn't using any grudge spenders, so that I could use it for heavy blow and stuff like that. So I would probably have, I definitely have grudging blow. See, this is another one. I'd have grudging blow, vengeful strike, for a 20-second cooldown. Maybe guarded attack. Oh yeah, definitely guarded attack. So binding grudge, grudging blow, guarded attack, and vengeful strike would be the 4 that I would have on my nerf button rotation. That way, I would maximize. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and set it up. Oh. We're gonna go set it up and see how different it works out when you have those on there. Yeah, and I can understand not wanting to spit, do binding grudge with less than 50 grudges on there. Okay, so we're gonna have grudging blow, vengeful strike. You will have guarded attack and binding grudge. So we're gonna put that on there, put that there. Put a virtual cooldown on this for 18 seconds. Excuse me. Alright, so this would be my, if I was to go DPS, this is what mine would probably look like. Oh, I don't have Vengeful Strike on there. I do have Vengeful Strike on there, okay. Even still, it takes a while to build up grudges. But that is what I'd have on there, because I would only need to have... Which one is the one that increases? I thought this increased strength as well. Vengeful Strike. Where are you at? Oh, Vengeful Strike. Okay. Increase stubborn and toughness. Okay. Vengeful Strike. Okay, that may not be the one I was thinking. There's one that increases your... Yeah, Stonebreaker is another ability that, well, I wouldn't use Stonebreaker on there, but Photon Taunt, Ultraman, Juggernaut, Board, Actos. Okay, so it's not any of those. It's not Binding. Now there's one that increased your strength, but Guarded. Inspiring. Okay, Inspiring is what I'd have on there. Alright, let me fix that really quick, just to see. I'm just doing a little experimentation right now. Just a little experimentation just to see how this would work out. And I think it would work out fairly well. Inspiring attack, okay. Let's get rid of Vengeful Strike, and we'll put Inspiring Attack on. Okay. Inspiring Attack. And this has the cool virtual cooldown. This for 18 seconds. Boom. Alright. A lot of this, like when I hit 15 and I get the other tactic, that'll be my primary tactic I use. That will be on every single bar that I use. However, for this, you know, you definitely want to have... Oh yeah. Do I still have that expenditure on there? Why is that up? Why is it a thing? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, duh. Oh, I'm killing my own video. Okay, hold on. I can get it together, guys. I can get it together. I promise I can fix this. But I would definitely try to have as few resource spenders so I could use my Heavy Blow, and I'd use Stonebreaker first and then Heavy Blow. I'd reduce the armor and then, I mean, because that just makes sense. So it'd be something like this. Okay. Alright. I'll put that on me. Yeah, this would definitely be the one I would use. I wouldn't need to put a bunch of debuffs on the target because my focus is to build grudges and then expend them, build them up as rapidly as possible. But as far as tanking goes, I really don't care if I have max amount of grudges because I'm not working to build grudges. I'm just working to get my defense up and get all my dots and everything onto the target so that all my debuffs onto my defensive target, or buffs on my defensive target, so that I can provide them with the protection that I'm supposed to as an Iron Breaker because I'm a tank class. Then I would have to worry about, you know, building up that big Heavy Blow attack or big Stonebreaker attack because I wouldn't need to worry about it because my focus isn't to make sure I'm landing those big damaging blows because I'm a tank. I think I have all my points set up in defensive things. Like, I actually have my PvP points set up into Parry and Disrupt. I think Parry, Disrupt, and Toughness. But at any rate, that's how I play my character. And it's really frustrating when you have people get on and they tell you that you're playing your character wrong. You're not playing the way that they want you to play. And they try to force you, you know, oh, you should be doing this and that. And I'm taking so much damage because, and this is what was said. The guy said he was taking so much damage because I wasn't using my, one, I think it is guarded. Is it guarded? I think it is guarded. I wasn't building up my, no, it wasn't guarded. He said I wasn't building up something and giving him enough defensive. I don't even know what the hell he was talking about. Well, he's like, oh, if you had used your thing with more resources or more grudges, my defense would be better or something like that. A lot of times you got people that play that don't really know how to play. They you got a witch elf, and the witch elf knows how to play the witch elf. The witch elf doesn't know how to play a sword or a dog. You have the bright wizard that doesn't know how to play a warrior priest or archmage, but they want to tell you what you're doing wrong and how to play your character. People need to learn to stay in their lane, and if they want to play, if they want an Ironbreaker, the tanks, or two hands, whatever, they need to roll that class and play themselves, and not try to force other people to play the way that they want to play. Because I tell you what, even if I'm playing bad, I'm playing exactly how I want to play, and that's how I'm going to play. I don't care if I'm playing and I'm being stupid and our team is losing because I'm being stupid. I'm having fun. That's how I want to play. Now, when I play my Ironbreaker, I rarely DPS, go in two-handers. Every once in a while I'll do it for a video, but that's not how I want to play my Ironbreaker. I want to be defensive, and if you watch in my videos when I play my Ironbreaker, here's the front line, here's the front line, here's the tanks, here's the healers. I always run past them, and I'll go hit soft targets, and I hit I don't hit like I won't run straight in at a healer. I'll run in at like a Sork or a Squig Herder because they're gonna run, and they'll run back, and then the tanks will have to run chase me while I'm chasing him, and it'll pull the tanks back, and then I'll go on a healer. Zealots are really the only one. I mean, I was fighting a Zealot the other day. He was just like whatever. He just stood there and face tanked it, and I was like, I can't get this guy down. It was by himself. But then again, I'm a tank. I'm not supposed to be doing heavy damage, but I couldn't get him down. But the thing was, he wasn't healing the rest of his team, so his team died while he tried to keep himself up. That's how I play my Ironbreaker. That's how I play my tank. I go in there and I harass the back line. I defensive target another melee class. I preferably a melee class. A lot of times I'm DPS and a bright wizard, or I'm not DPS, and I'm guarding a bright wizard just because there has been a extreme lack of melee classes lately in the order side. Lots of bright wizards, lots of shadow warriors, lots of DPS archmages. Did I just get a... Okay. So there's been a lack of melee. But then that's how I play. That's my playstyle. I don't stand and... that's one other reason why I'm not worried about building up a bunch of grudges. Because everything I could do with about 25 grudges. And that's what my focus is. I'm not trying to, again, I will throw heavy blow. I will use them, as I see fit, but my main focus is not to get them on the target. My main focus is to get all my buffs on either myself or my defensive target. Make sure I got a oath friend, a little battle buddy, make sure I have a guard, at all times. I'll switch my guards on, whoever, and push that back line. Push the casters, push the ranged DPS, push them healers, and normally when they run, the tanks go, oh, I don't, if I see, like, if I'm playing and there's, my healers are back here and a tank runs at the healer, I don't, unless he's the only person around or there's no other targets in the immediate area, then I'll go up the tank. Well, other than that, I'm not going to run after the tank and be like, oh, let me get, because I'm not going to get the tank off the DPS. I'm not going to get the tank off the healer. I had another healer yesterday. It was really good healing warrior priest that instead of running, when the guy ran at him, instead of turning and doing this and running away, he just ran towards me. And he stayed around me, which was brilliant because it kept him in range of my guard, and so the whole time he had 100% uptime on my guard because he didn't immediately run away, because when that happens, everybody starts to chase the person chasing the healer, and I mean, it just pushes the group. I did this the other day, and I found out that works 90% of the time. If I run and charge the back line, like the guys will be running forward, and I'll run past them, they'll turn around and attack me. Tanks do it too. Everybody does. And we were in Fist and Plant, and I had a whole group. I turned the tide of the battle. I died big shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I went in there and killed everybody. And was like, no, I died pretty quickly. But because I went in balls deep and I ran I ran through like 3 levels to just to target this Sork in the back that was just AoE bombing the shit at everything. And that was my target. I ran straight to him and just like everybody just like a magnet just and so our guys finally got, you know, the stick out of their ass and they pushed up into the plaza and we ended up wiping them out and holding the plaza and flipping the zone. But at any rate, enough about the tangent. If you don't like the way somebody's playing, either roll that class or either roll that class. Don't complain to people about how they're playing. I know I'm kind of a hypocrite about it. I do get mad. I get mad when, and I've done it myself, but I get mad when, like, you know, people, if I have like 2 hit points and I'm standing in front of 3 healers and none of the healers are healing me, I do tend to get a little upset. I don't get in their face and start jumping because I hate when people do it to me. But there have been times where I've been playing my warrior priest and I was like, what goes through my mind is, this guy's got 5 hit points. There's no point in throwing a heal on him, especially when he's getting attacked. Let me heal this dude that has 70% hit points, you know, and let this guy die. And every time that happens, why didn't you throw a heal on me? It's like, well, I don't have a heal that's going to heal you enough in one single heal to cover the damage that Marauder is doing to you. You're going to die, dude. And like level 3, I will heal. I will let a level 2, 3, 4, 5 die to keep a level 9 alive. That's just me. That was another part of the discussion that we got into. I mean, this discussion divulged into this huge thing about how people play their characters. And yeah, I would straight up tell you, I will let you die, big as shit, to keep another class I feel is more viable to what we're doing alive. A level 3 Slayer isn't going to do a whole lot. A level 3 Slayer is not going to do as much as a level 9 Shadow Warrior. I'm going to keep the level 9 Shadow Warrior topped off. And if he's topped off, then I will throw some heals on you. But until that point, player, you just not going to heal. You're just not going to heal. I'm going to spend my heals. I'm going to use economy of forces and I'm going to go, okay, it would be better for me to keep the level 9 alive and try to keep this level 3 alive, who's just dying because he's just getting slaughtered. Like, you know, this Witcho just came up behind this Slayer, and basically she just 3-shotted the Slayer, and the Slayer was like, dude, I was right in front of you. I'm like, yeah, and you were dead as soon as that Witch Elf popped you. You just didn't realize it. You know, your body hadn't registered. Oh, I'm dead. Your brain hadn't registered. You were like, oh, I'm gonna get healed and I can get out of it. No, you can't. And the same Witch Elf soloed that guy several times. I'm like, you're getting worked by this Witch Elf. I'm not gonna bother trying to keep you alive. I'm just not gonna do it. But if there's nobody else alive or nobody else around, and then I would make sure definitely to pump heals on you and try to keep you up because that's my job as a healer. But if that's not the situation, you're just not gonna be healed. You know, I'm sorry. You know, but at any rate, again, don't complain about how people play. You know, it's their account. Let them play the way they want to, even if it contradicts to how you want to play or how you think they should play. Even if you're losing, yeah, you can get mad. You have every right to get mad, you know, and be like, hey, you know. But if you're gonna tell somebody something, offer advice. Don't just go, you're playing wrong, and then leave it at that, because that's a dickhead thing to do. And if you tell me that, I'm just not gonna listen to you. You know, from that point on, anything you say will have 0 credibility. Now, if you were like, hey, like if somebody would have said the whole grudge thing, I would have been like, this video, there would have been no point for me to make this video on, because I would have been like, okay, well, yeah, that's true. Were I DPSing, I'd want to build up a bunch of grudges and, you know, everything. But this, you know, the way I'm playing now, I'm not worried about building past 50 grudges, because I can get what I need done long before I have 50 grudges. There's no point in me, you know, waiting to try to build up all the grudges. So if you're going to tell somebody, at least give them advice. Don't just tell them you're doing it wrong and expect them to listen to you, because they're not going to. I wouldn't. So, yeah. Anyways, my name is nerfbutton. Thank you guys for joining me in this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.